Hi everyone, on Saturday the 25th of April, cracking racing on ITV on Saturday, the best of the jumping card, the final day of the season from Sandown, where the ground conditions are on the faster side of good and likely to dry out further, I'd imagine, looking at the weather forecast. And we've got a couple of competitive races on the flat from Leicester and Haydock, all covered by ITV. We start off with our daily nap, sponsored by Priced Up Bet. This goes in the 145 at Sandown, a 2-mile handicap hurdle. I really like Bespoke Taylor here. I think he's wildly overpriced at bigger than 20-1 this morning. Now, Oliver Signey, his trainer, not a household name by any means, and that certainly helps with the prices, particularly in these big Saturday races, but he's done really well with Bespoke Taylor. He was a bumper winner for Willans in the North at a pretty useful level. He's run 5 times without winning for Oliver, but he's shaped really well on every occasion in strong novice company. I particularly liked his run one start back when finishing second behind a hot pot at 11.08 on, shaping nicely there. And on handicap debut at Kelso, who's in pretty deep, they went for the Moor battle up to Kelso. He got a negative ride there. He got caught too far back and never landed a blow. I'm expecting a much more positive ride here from Gavin Sheehan. Sandown, a stiff track obviously on drying ground, should suit him ideally. I think he's got handicapping upside. He's relatively fresh. He's been given a break since that latest run. There's still improvement in the tank. I think he's been overlooked by the market and he should run a really big race. Our value angle selection, sponsored by Priced Up Bet, goes in the 3:30, the day's feature, the Whitbread, the Bet365 Gold Cup, as it's now known, a 3-mile 4 handicap, a substandard renewal. There's no doubt about that, but I think Montregard can pick these off late for Tom Lacey. Now, he's been something of a revelation this season. I think he's one of those horses who's always had plenty of ability and has turned in the odd stinker in his time, but he's 4 from 10 over hurdles this season. He's not stopped improving, and the key with Montregard is, I think he needs good ground. He was entered in the Scottish National the other weekend, but they took him out because it got really heavy. I think that was the right move. His previous win at Ascot, he has gone up £4 for that, but he's freshened up since. That was in February. He's had a couple of months to freshen up, which is important at this time of the year. He's one of those horses, he's only inched up the weights gradually because he's produced late and he dosses around in front, and I think this will be set up perfectly. I suspect he will be cruising all over them at the pond, and hopefully he can see things out up the hill under the excellent Stan Shepherd. The remaining ITV races on Saturday, just 4 of them, starting at Leicester with a valuable 50 grand handicap at 2.05. I think the one who's interesting here is Prince of India, with Marco Botti now in form. Now, Marco 2 from 8 in the last fortnight. I think Prince of India has needed both runs so far this season. He was disappointed when punted on the all-weather, and then last time out at Newmarket, I did think it was a sighter from off the pace. That means he's slipped down a few pounds. He's well treated. He's got optimum conditions here with Marco Gianni riding really well. He's a double-figure price. He should go well if he sees gaps late. Back to Sandown for the 2:20, the Oaksey Chase, a 2-mile 6 furlong Grade 2. Well, this has been won by the likes of Gaelic Warrior in the past, the Gold Cup winner. I don't think we're going to see a Gaelic Warrior this time around, but Blow Your Wad is the clear form choice. He's really thrived, actually, since joining Gary and Josh Moore from Tom Lacey this winter. He's a quirky sort as well. He needs finessing into things, but I think Sandown on drying ground will suit him. His form with Shelton has worked out really well. In fact, all of his form reads really well over the last couple of months. He'll be looking to pounce late under Freddie Mitchell. Back to Haydock now for the 2:35, a valuable 7 furlong handicap. Well, Cozy Bellow is one of those horses in the horses to follow lists this season, trained by Charlie Fellows. He's got an exploitable opening handicap mark with improvement in the tank. Most of these rivals are a bit more exposed, and I think there's plenty more to come from Cozy Bellow, and a well-run 7 furlongs on drying ground should suit ideally under Paddy Bradley. And finally, back to Sandown, the 2:55, a Grade 1, the Celebration Chase over 2 miles. Well, I think John Bond's gone to a fair price here. I've opposed him most of the season and drawn, it has to be said. He's definitely become quirky. He goes in snatches. He's desperate for a jockey change, in my opinion. He started to sort of grab at some of his fences, but he's got the perfect makeup here at a track where he's got a brilliant record at Thistle Arsenal lead, and I think John Boyle will outstay him up the hill. He'll come under pressure, look beat, get tapped for pace, and then rattle home up the hill, and hopefully he can justify a short price. Best of luck with all 6 ITV races on Saturday, everyone. Please do like and comment on the YouTube videos with your own thoughts and fancies. Subscribe to the free channel if you haven't already, and do check out our sponsor Priced Up Bet, particularly on these big Saturdays.